All right, great. All right, welcome everyone to the Google Solutions Challenge info session. So I hope everyone here is excited for what we have in store today. And all right, so I'll give a quick introduction to myself first. My name is Russell. I'm the GDSC lead for Monash University in Malaysia. And yeah, I'm very happy to see everyone here today. Hope you guys had a great day today. It's been very tiring, I guess. It's already 7 p.m. And yeah, let's get started. All right. Before we begin, I also like to introduce Hakim over here.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Manashal Hakim. I am from Multimedia University, and I am the GDSC lead over there. Nice to meet everyone.
Right, great. All right, so let's begin with and let you guys know what the solution challenge is. So, this Google Solutions Challenge is basically Google's flagship event for GDSC Chapters. It is their mission to solve one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals using Google technology. So this has been running off for some years now, and this is this iteration for this year, and it's an annual event that comprises of GDSC chapters across the globe. So in this hackathon or event, members build solutions to solve the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and basically help to sort of get to the goal and reach these goals by building these kind of solutions. So these are the 17 goals. By the way, do let me know if it's very noisy. So there's some background music on the side. So these are the 17 development goals that we have, and all of these are basically kind of like statements or problems that you can try to think of and try to build for your solution. So the Google Solutions Challenge has always been a very inspirational and very motivational event for a lot of participants. As there are 5 examples, because you get to learn a lot of Google kind of technologies, such as Android, Flutter, GCP, Firebase, and TensorFlow. You're also able to learn a lot of other stuff that you don't really learn in the classroom, such as teamwork skills and designing an app based on your creativity and ideas. Right. So we have learned a lot on coding, on school and everything, and we're trying to basically build this into reality and to make it into a practical use case scenario. So this is kind of like the timeline for the Google Solutions Challenge. So actually, the Solutions Challenge is announced in the 11th of January. That's where the website goes live and registration opens. However, we have decided to do it a little bit early because we have something more exciting for you guys in store. Afterwards, there is the Google Solutions Challenge Kickoff Event on January 18th. Afterwards, here is where you can learn and build based on joining additional hackathons, additional workshops, additional tech talks to learn and build your solution using certain Google technologies. Let's say you wanted to learn more about Android web development or Android app development, then you'll be able to join some workshops held by GDSC chapters around you, be able to join this. Then submissions officially open in the 17th of March. That is where you can submit your video demo, and that's the submissions close in the 30th of March. Afterwards, you get solution evaluations by judges from Google, and during the 3rd of May, that's where the top 100 global team winners are announced. After that, these top 100 teams get additional mentorship from Googlers on a one-to-one basis, where they submit their final solution on June 2nd, and they'll prepare for an additional evaluation round where the top 10 global team winners are announced, and they can demo their product live on their demo day, which happens at around August 3rd. So here's a checklist for basically what needs to be done. So first of all, each team needs to have at least one group GDSC member, and you can join afterwards, join info sessions, hackathon, design days, such as this one right now. You can form a team as well to be able to join this. There's up to 4 people, and of course, select one of the SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals that you want to solve. So you can identify a solution, learn and build, test, and iterate to make your product better bit by bit. All right. So these are basically the checklists. And here are the prizes for people that join Google Solutions Challenge. So all participants we will receive a Google Developer Digital Profile Badge as a Google Solutions Challenge participant and an official certificate from. Afterwards, top 100 teams receive customized mentorship by Googlers and experts to take solutions to the next level. You also receive a branded t-shirt and a certificate. Top 10 finalists receive additional mentorship, a swag box, and the opportunity to showcase their solutions to Googlers and developers all around the world on Demo Day Live on YouTube. So other than that, the contest finalists also get additional cash prizes for the top 7 teams. And these cash prizes will not exceed 4,000 per team. Lastly, the top 3 winners will also receive additional stuff and featured on the Google Developers blog, and also cash prizes not exceeding $12,000 per team. So there is a lot of things to, this is kind of like the judging criteria for the Google Solutions Challenge. So it's not just also on the impact or the technology that you build, but kind of a combination of both. So you have to we have to identify what is the impact that it will create, whether if it's a more general and a specific kind of problem, on how much people would it affect or would it help. Other than that, technology can also, it's also a factor here where you can also see the scalability of your product as to how many people can actually reach, or whether if it's more of a sophisticated goal or a more simple one that's easier to follow up. Other than that, there's also submission criteria you can kind of ask to provide responses for during your demo day video. So, for example, you can say, really describe the challenge that you are solving, what kind of steps you took to think about, to reiterate and improve your product by asking maybe real users or getting feedback from other people as well. And of course, the most important thing is to create a problem statement. Unlike the other kinds of hackathons, the Google Solutions Challenge do not provide a more specific problem statement to solve. So in this case, it's the 17 sustainable development goals where you kind of get to be creative and think of your own problem statement. So a good problem statement presents an opportunity of some significance and urgency and priority. It's something that actually matters and would be useful to be solved in the world. So it also relates in the simplest terms possible and process of concern and impact on the community. So in this case, it will be very simple, it's more general, and as well to understand the size of scope of the problem together with the degree of magnitude, so how important it is or how big it impacts people. Other than that, it's also a very good idea to structure the problem statement by asking questions, right? So who, what, where, when, and why. So of course, definitely the hardest part is getting started. And after this info session, we will send the links over regarding the slide links to you guys, so you guys can check out the YouTube videos that we have embedded over here. Right. So additionally, here are several frequently asked questions that we have from people. So for example, can my solution solve a problem outside of the scope? So for the solutions challenge, we require your submitted solution to solve for at least one or more, right? So please make sure that it at least solves one of them. And if it does solve something on the side, that's also fine. And can one student or team submit with multiple submissions if they contribute to both projects? So there's only one entry per person. That means that you have to be associated with only one team and nothing else. Can I still participate in the solutions challenge if there is no GDSC at my university? The answer is yes, you can, as long as one of the other team members in your team is part of another GDSC chapter. So, given the implications of social distancing, our ability to test with users was impacted. Of course, COVID-19 has impacted our society for a few years. It's almost 2.5 years now, and so definitely they will take this in mind and make sure that judging is fair and for everyone here. So to read more of the frequently asked questions, you can head over to the FAQ page over down there at google.com/solutionschallenge. And of course, don't hesitate to contact us as well. So these are kind of the whole overview videos to watch on how-to videos on overview of how to participate in the solutions challenge. And we'll send this over for you guys afterwards. So here are some of the demos of the 2021 solutions challenge winners. And we have one of them from Singapore actually right now. So this is the Menticare, and fun fact, one of the winners from this solution challenge actually gave a talk on how he actually be able to land a job in Google afterwards. Yeah, also the 2022 Solution Challenge winners. So this includes a lot of countries. As you can see, it includes chapters from across the world, from South Korea to Vietnam to India and all the way to Canada and Greece. So hopefully we'll be able to see some solutions, some submissions from Malaysia this time in the top 10. All right. So now I'd like to pass it over to Hakeem to give a introduction on something else that we have done for you guys.
All right, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me? A little mic test real quick. Say yes in chat if you can hear me. All right, nice. All right, what's up, everybody? Good evening. Once again, I will reintroduce myself. My name is Wan Nasrul Hakim. I am not from Monash University. In fact, I actually hail all the way from Multimedia University in Cyberjaya, or MMU, as some of you might know it as. So why am I talking to you right now? Why are there so many logos on the screen? Well, Russell told you earlier about the Solution Challenge 2023. Well, I'm here to tell you about a different yet very related event called Kidhack 2023. Kidhack 2023 is an event that's not being worked on by just one university, not by 2 universities, but instead 17 universities all here in Malaysia. You see all the names in front of you right now on their logos? These are all the universities in which their GDSCs are banding together to work on Kidhack 2023. As Russell is the head of Monash's GDSC chapter, I'm actually the head of MMU's GDSC chapter. Similarly, all the heads of the GDSC chapters of the universities in front of you are getting our teams to work on this momentous event. In the context of Kidhack 2023, Russell and I will actually be working together as director and co-director for the event. Let's go through a brief overview of what exactly Kidhack is and how it differs from the Solution Challenge. Next slide, please. All right, now what is Kidhack? Kidhack is a Malaysian nationwide event held in accordance with the Google Solution Challenge, with its main mission being to improve the quantity and quality of all Solution Challenge submissions from Malaysian participants. In short, it's also a hackathon with the exact same premises and parameters as the Solution Challenge, but on a nationwide scale rather than a worldwide scale. In other words, instead of starting from nothing by just joining the Solution Challenge, Kidhack gives you the opportunity to create a project in a relatively lower stakes environment, get invaluable criticisms from a board of mentors and judges, and after Kidhack is over, you can take your event project and just present that for the Solution Challenge, a more beneficial 2-for-1 deal. Kidhack had its first iteration about 2 years ago with Kidhack 2021, which I was actually also a committee of as well. In fact, I actually emceed the whole event. So coming back now as one of the directors means a lot to me. But enough about myself. Let's move on, shall we? Next slide. Let's look at the timeline of Kidhack 2023. On January 4th, aka right now, we are having the info session, but that's not all that happens. Our website goes public and registration for Kidhack 2023 opens to all of you. So if you're already interested in Kidhack 2023, you can start registering today. Our website, by the way, was made by the incredible technical team led by Vandik, the GDSC lead from APU, and the form was created by our secretarial lead led by Ira Yasmin, the GDSC lead from UniKL. I just wanted to show you that the people working from all over Malaysia are now working together to make this event happen. On January 18th, we will also be having the Kidhack Kickoff Event, where we basically cut the ribbon beginning Kidhack 2023. Through the Kickoff Event, we also aim to get those who are looking for teams pointed in the right direction by having breakout rooms, where you can talk to people and hopefully join their team. A few days later, on January 20th, we will be closing the forums, and by the end of January, you should all have your teams finalized. Throughout the month of February, we have what we call the Learn and Build phase, where workshops are held by many different universities and will be open to all of you to learn more whilst working on your project. We are still finalizing what workshops will be done and when, so please give us time and we'll provide you with an official schedule on the workshop soon enough. Throughout this time, we'll also be having mentors prepared to guide you through your project. These aren't any mentors, of course. These are all industry professionals with years of experience under their belt. These guys will personally help oversee your project and provide advice when necessary. By the 26th of February, we will be officially closing all project submissions for Kidhack 2023, just in time for the first judging phase. This will be done online as we cannot possibly bring all of you physically to one location. So this judging phase serves to filter out the finalists who will be attending and presenting physically for the grand prize. We call that special day the Demo Day, which will be held around March 10th. That will mark the end of Kidhack 2023, but don't stop there. Remember what I said, submissions for the solution challenge ends on March the 31st. So you have this long period of time where you can take your already worked on project, improve it further after getting comments and advice from your mentors and judges, and also submit it for the solution challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the purpose of Kidhack 2023 in a nutshell. Now, allow me to briefly talk to you about what you can earn from joining Kidhack 2023. Next slide, Russell. Solution Challenge has its prizes, and Kidhack is no different. We have our own prizes for you all. So if you join Kidhack 2023 and then subsequently join the Solution Challenge, you will additionally get the chance to earn double the amount of prizes. You can see the prizes on the screen right now for Kidhack 2023, which includes money and swag. Now, of course, the level of the prizes here will be a lot lower than the Solution Challenge for obvious reasons, but still the prizes are substantial enough that I hope it will be a good incentive for you all. Next slide, please. Allow me to also briefly inform you on the marking rubric for Kidhack 2023. We have two categories here, that being impact and technology. You can read the detailed differences between the two on the screen right now, but in essence, impact is the theory behind your solution, while technology is implementation and proof of concept. I should note that you do not need to make a full-fledged project, but instead have enough done and finished that we can see the potential and feasibility behind it. So if all of you worried that you're not going to be able to finish a project, don't worry, that's not the point. The point is that you get a project out there and have the proof of concept done. Markings will be done out of 60 points for both the initial judging round and the final physical judging round. However, the point distribution varies. For the first judging round, your impact matters a lot, taking up 50 out of the 60 points, and technology subsequently will take up only 10 points. Well, it's then flipped for the final physical judging session, where the technology aspect takes center stage and is now worth 50 points instead of the impact. I hope I made that clear for you. All right, next slide. I hope I got all of you excited for Kidhack 2023. Earlier, I mentioned a kickoff event on the 18th of January. Well, you can RSVP for it right now. The link should be pasted into chat by one of the Monash GDSC members soon. Next slide. Finally, here's the QR code for Kidhack 2023's registration form as a whole. If you want to be part of Kidhack 2023, scan this QR code right now and sign up. I'll give you a few minutes before I close off the session. All right, I'll also be posting the link in the chat, just so all of you that are on their phone and cannot scan. There we go. I don't have the link to the kickoff event, so hopefully one of the Monash people can put that in. All right, cool. Let's move on to the final slide. All right, that's it from us, guys. We are working our hardest to make this event the best Kidhack yet. We hope we got you excited and interested in both Kidhack and the Solution Challenge as a whole. Thank you so much for listening to my speech, guys. I'll now be passing the floor back to Russell to close off the event.
Thank you so much, Hakeem. Anyways, I hope every one of you guys have very excited for what we have to offer coming onwards. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to type it out in the chat and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So regarding the event website for the link, for the registration one, for the Bevy one, we haven't really started it yet as we're still finalizing the content and the description, but we'll get back to you on that real quick. All right, so let's see if we have any questions previously to this. Okay, when one GDSC member is acquired, could we form a team with non-GDSC team members that is not from the same country? Yes, that's actually possible. However, the GDSC submission for this team will be under that GDSC chapter. So let's say if you are submitting under, for example, GDSC Sunway, and your other team members are not from that country, all of you guys will be associated to be from Malaysia if you guys do make it into the top 100.
Yeah, just to add on a little bit, if you're an international student, but you're part of a GDSC Malaysia branch, then that's completely fine. Like we have GDSC leads from Egypt that's serving as a Malaysian University GDSC lead. So yeah, it's fine as long as you're part of a GDSC Malaysian branch as well.
So next question. I like to watch the past videos/materials. Will you post the slides? Yes, we will actually post the slides and we'll send it over to you real quick. Actually, I can just do this right now. I'll just send over the slide deck over to you guys.
All right, well, you did. I'll answer the next question. Ramadani asked, do you have to be a student to join? Absolutely not. If you're interested in technology, feel free to join. But you must be but you should join a GDSC from one of the nearby universities. You can join as an alumni. Most GDSC should accept you. But yeah, in general, no. If you're in general, yes. If you're not a student, feel free to join. You're still allowed to. That's not a problem. How many people for a team? That is from 1 student to 4 students. You can go solo if you want. Not recommended, but you can if you want. And it's up to 4 people. If you do not have a team, but you're looking for team members, like I said, during the kickoff event, we'll be having breakout rooms for you guys to look for for other team members.
All right. For Roni's question, how should we reach out? Are there any WhatsApp groups or emails? Definitely. We have for Kidhack, we have a official email that you can send over and ask any questions. I'll send it out to you guys real quick. Akif, can you type it out into the chat?
Okay, sure. Give me a second. Also, on the Kidhack registration form, you can see me, Russell, and our secretary Ira's phone numbers. So you can just contact us there as well. But just for reference, if you join Kidhack, Discord will actually be our primary method of communication. So make sure you have Discord if you want to join.
Okay, so for Passion's question, for the solution, do we need to be in coding form like hardcode, or can we just design it in Figma and present our slides? So, very good question. So as we have, so for Kidhack, it's a different marking rubric in the sense of it's different kind of weightage compared to the solutions challenge. In the solutions challenge, it's a 25 to 25%. In this case, where it's half is for impact and half is for technology. For Kidhack, we want for the first page to be more revolving around the idea of your idea that you're building. So on how useful would it actually be, how it will impact it, and whether the problem statement is clear and you can see it and you can notice it to be able to solve it out. And then for the final pitch, so for the final demo day that we're doing it physically, that will be a more technological base. So we'll see on how feasible your solution is in a technical scale and whether it can be scaled up to be reaching out to more people. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. Right. Is there a specific software we need to use for coding by Sean? In this case, there's not really any specific software, as long as you use one of Google technology to use in your code. So it can either be if you're using Flutter for the web development, or you want to use machine learning like TensorFlow. It can be anything as long as it uses at least one of the Google technologies.
Yeah, I should also know that there is no specific coding language. You're free to use what you want. Just make sure, like Russell said, implement a Google technology somewhere in there in your code that's substantial enough.
Okay, Passion asks, does it have to be a mobile app or can it be over so that's which one? Again, well, this is actually out to you. You can design it based on how you want it to be, as long as it uses one of the Google technologies system. So in this case, if your mobile app, you can use basically anything. You'll even use it for React or Angular, as long as maybe there's something else that uses Google technology. Yeah. Do we have any more questions?
If you've missed your question, please just repost in the chat. What are the requirements to register? Almost none at all. Like we said earlier, just as long as you're part of a GDSC in Malaysia. There's no funds to join. There is no age limit. There's no any kind of professional certification that you need or whatever. No, this is open to pretty much everybody, just as long as you're part of a Malaysian GDSC branch. What software is recommended for coding? Depends on what you mean. If you mean an IDE, then Visual Studio Code is a good place to start. But I would suggest in this case, you just type on YouTube coding basics, and then you can find the whole list there rather than us going through the list one by one.
So Sorry, give me a second. What's the next question? All right. So does Google technology also include past open source technology such as Kubernetes or Flow? From what I remember, I think it's okay. Hakim, can you?
It should be fine. I'm not aware of anyone that used it in previous events, but I see this more of a why not situation. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, I say why not.
All right. So I'll send you guys this link right here. So this is where they kind of list out all the technologies that Google has. You can go check it out over there as well.
Pravin asked, can I team up with other university students? Of course, yeah, definitely. Like I said, as long as you're GDSC Malaysian member, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be from the same university. You can be from all over Malaysia, no problem.
But just adding up to Hakim's answer over there, for the solutions challenge officially, then it needs to be under one chapter, if I'm not mistaken. So at the end, you have to choose which chapter you'll be representing to submit.
Yeah, consider it as who is the lead GDSC chapter in your group. But you can partner up, no problem. You just have to choose one university to represent.
All right, so Eddie asked, my coding is moderate level, but I want to join for experience and getting new connection. Is that okay? Of course, that's definitely fine. Actually, we do encourage everyone to join. Yeah. There's no such thing as being too, being too new to this. It's always a learning process to help you get expert mentorship on building your solution. So yeah, definitely, everyone can join.
Yeah, to add on to what Russell said, I always say to people, because people ask me this all the time, should I join this? Should I join that? If you don't join anything, you'll keep asking that question to yourself every time. No matter how good you get, no matter how many tournaments you consider, if you never take that first step, you will always ask that question if you're good enough or not. So I suggest, even if you're a complete greenhorn, just join. You will not regret it, trust me.
All right. Lim Jia Chuan asked, so may I know how to be a GDSC member? You can join part of the GDSC chapter either from your institution or someone else, but you can definitely join by going to the GDSC community page and finding the chapter that you want to be part of. So Hakim, can you help me to find that link and send it over to the group chat?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So Melody asked, when is the deadline to form a team? The deadline to form a team is February 1st. So the actual registration for participants closes on January 20th, but we understand that it's some time that you guys may require to form a team. So we'll set that over to February 1st. All right. So Sean asked, is it okay if I have limited coding experience? Yes, don't worry. Just feel free to join, and it's a great way to help you build up your coding experience as well. John asked, do you get extra marks for using more Google tags? It's actually not part of the rubric to use if you use more Google technology, which means that if you use 1 or if you use 10, you still get the same marking rubric.
Right. Yeah, you don't get special treatment if your whole thing is just full of Google. It's just that as long as you have a bit of Google, that's fine. But you can use whatever you want. If you want to go full Google, that's fine, but you won't get treated any better than those that don't. So yeah.
Right. Nicholas asked, will we uni students from non-GDSC institutions be considered as a GDSC member once we have joined and established GDSC? Okay, so this is a good question. You can actually join any of the chapters that are more convenient around you. Let's say if you're in an institution that's close to another institution that has a GDSC chapter, I would recommend joining that chapter, and you'll be part of that GDSC chapter from then on. Yes. All right. So those are all the questions so far. If you guys have anything, feel free to let us know right now, or even you can also just give us a quick email or our phone numbers. I think our phone numbers are also part in the registration form. You can just WhatsApp us quickly.
Russell, did you answer Melody's question? When is the deadline to form a team?
Yeah.
So
the question is, so February 1st for the team and January 20th for the participation.
Yeah. And keep in mind, by January 20th, we just need to sign in the form. If you don't have a team yet, that's fine. You have until the end, until almost the end of January to do that.
Yeah, we'll also set up the Discord server where you guys can be able to help to join in and find team members around there as well.
Yep, 100%. Also, if you join and sign up, I suggest you keep an eye out for your emails. Like, just check your emails every day. It's a good habit anyways. Because we'll be sending the Discord link most likely through that or through phone number, whichever is more convenient later on for our team. But yeah, just either way, make sure you keep an eye on your email.
Right. So, if that, all right, which means I'll be eligible for the solutions challenge as well once I've joined other GDSC. Yes, that's correct. Actually, Kidhack is technically very similar to the solutions challenge, where we provide additional mentorship to help you refine your solution before you actually submit it to the Google Solutions Challenge. So once you have joined the other GDSC, yes, you'll be technically be under that GDSC. So if you submit your solution, you all will be representing that GDSC chapter.
Yep. Yeah, keep that in mind. If you're from a different university but join another university GDSC, you will not be representing your original university. You're presenting your GDSC's university. So yeah.
Okay. Right. If that's all the questions, so I think this will be the end of our info session. So again, you can check out more information on the link below to Google/Solutions Challenge, or you can also look into our webpage that we have built just for Kidhack 2023 over there at google.studentcloudsmalaysia.github.io/Kidhack2022. All right. So anyway, I'm very excited to see what you guys have in store, and can't wait to see what you guys say.
Yeah, once again, if you have any more questions, like maybe you think about it later on, once again, you look into the Kidhack registration form, you can see my phone number, Russell's phone number, and our secretary, Ira's phone number. Feel free to contact any of us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But yeah, like Russell said, I am very excited to see what you guys will be bringing to the table, what kind of solutions you guys will be bringing, and hopefully we'll make this the best Kidhack yet. So yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for coming, and thank you for listening to us.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, take care. Good night. Get some dinner if you guys haven't eaten yet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a great evening, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye. I'm gonna stop the recording also.
All right.